Peace, and blessings, Brotherluvshow family. How we doing out there, man? Kick it off. We just want another one like those on, man. Sit on down, man. Think about it, man. We got something to talk about. Let's get into the content, man. The hierarchy of needs of manhood, brothers. You need to understand, man, that as you come along and as you know, this for the young brothers, as you get yourself together, you got to understand the hierarchies of manhood, brothers. You got to get yourself together and you got to put yourself first, man. And you got to go over the needs, man. You got to understand what is going on and what is it that you really need right now, right? So listen, first thing, let's get into it. Your physical needs, man. You got to make sure you take care of your physical needs, your water, your air, your shelter, your sleep, or your clothing. Those are things that you got to take. You got to put that over everything first, gentlemen. A lot of you guys want to put relationships over that. You want to put everything over the needs that what you supposed to have right now, gentlemen. You must make sure that you take care of yourself, and you got a place to stay. You got a place to go. You got to make sure that you got your things lined up, and they, as they say, have your ducks in order. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving. Understanding men's needs. This is something that we got to talk about, fellas. We must understand our needs. We must get it together. We got to understand that the things that's needed for us are definitely special. Gentlemen, you are special. You are needed. You are loved. You have to make time for yourself. They say one thing, you got to find a quiet place. And sometimes, fellas, you got to get out there. You got to find some place where you can go sit back. You know, sometimes some of us fellas, we like to go to the marina. You got to go find somewhere where you can just relax, man. Find your place, man, where you can go chill out. You know what I'm saying? Number two, go ahead and get you a journal. Start a journal, fellas. You must start a journal. You must start a journal because a journal is definitely going to keep you grounded. It's gonna keep you in development because you can always go back and see where you was at. A lot of guys we like to think, but you got to keep a journal. You got to write down stuff, and you also need to take notes. Okay, you feel me? You got to make sure that you make time for yourself. You got to make sure you make time for reflection. You got to, you know what I mean? You gotta talk to yourself. Also, you got to get people that, you know what I mean, that you can trust. You got to run something by them. You got to talk to someone you can trust constantly. You got to get a mentor. You must need, you know, if it's a pastor, it's a best friend, it's an uncle, you know what I mean? It could be, you know, it's somebody that you got to bounce some of your stuff off of because you can't go through life dealing with all your problems by yourself. Even if you need a therapist, sometimes that's okay. Get you a therapist if you need to talk to somebody that's not a family member that can give you, you know, an honest look at yourself and a proper read on what's going on. And also be patient, gentlemen. We need to learn patience. Patience is something that's not it's not given, it's earned. So you got to learn patience. You know, patience come, you know, with maturity. As you mature, you're going to develop a different level of patience where as you were younger, you might have flipped out and you might have got mad over something that, you know, that patience would have definitely made better for you. Next slide. Okay, brother loves, do's and don'ts of small businesses. Develop an online presence. Having a strong online presence is critical. You hear what they say? Critical to your marketing strategies. Okay. Some of you going, you know, some guys gonna work forever. They're gonna stay in their little job forever, and they're gonna do that, and that's cool. But a lot of you guys are gonna be entrepreneurs. You're gonna want to change your life. You're going to want to move forward. You're going to want to build. You know, you're gonna have dreams of aspirations of having things, and you're going to understand that you have to use the internet. You must have an online presence. I know a lot of you guys out there, you do not like, I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on it. Listen, brothers, get out the dinosaur age. You must get into some type of social media. You have to get on that. You have to get in some type of lane in a social media. You got to find your lane. Not saying that you have to be on, you know, Facebook all day, but you must be using social media, whether it's YouTube or whatever it is, LinkedIn, whatever you're using. You must be networking and learning how to move in your craft, learning how to network with people. The internet is not going anywhere, black man. Everybody else got to get on it. I mean, they already on it. We got to catch up, brothers, is what I'm saying, okay? Print marketing, small businesses, flyers, traffic can be used to promote your business, gentlemen. Always get into it. Use print marketing if you can, along with social media. You know what I mean? Promote your band, promote your brand, promote your social media. Promote yourself, brother, so you can get over to the next level and understand that you only gonna win is if you use these lanes. Okay. Next bit. 3 points to achievement. Agenda 1. Have an idea and work your plan and educate yourself. Okay. Agenda 2. Stay consistent in your development. Okay. Understand your goals and your achievements. All right. You got to understand where you're going and where you're headed. If you don't know where you're going, you won't never get there. You'll never get there if you don't know where you're going. Okay. It's like driving without a map. You don't know where you're going, you'll get there. Okay. Having clarity and balance. Okay. This is something that's real. This is really important right here, fellas. When I say having clarity and balance, I mean that you got to keep your mind clear. You fellas, you got to lay off all the substances all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can't turn up all the time because you won't have clarity or balance. You know what I'm saying? And having clarity and balance consists of knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses, being able to see opportunities, and being able to see threats. If you cannot assess threats, you will always fall. If you cannot see opportunities, you will always miss out. If you don't understand your weaknesses, you will not you won't understand your strengths totally. Like a lot of us, we know where we're good and we have people around us that's better at certain things. You put those people in the stronger positions where you're weak at. You know what I mean? And that's how we do that. And understand your strength as a person and your core of your value. All right, let's move to the next slide. Okay, communication is the key to success. Let's understand that. Communication will always be the key to success. They say, where I'm from, conversation rule the nation. Okay, that's just a saying that we have right here. How to present your ideas to people or a audience. Okay, gather ideas and come up with an outline. You must understand that if you don't have an outline of what you're doing, well, nobody else neither. Okay, create a presentation using outline and relevant data and visuals, charts, graphs, similar to what I'm doing right now. If you want to get something done and if you want to get investors and you want to get people to back you, you must have empirical data. You must have something that they can see, something that they can go back to in order for them to feel comfortable about following your path. Okay. Make sure you have materials on the day of your presentation. Always be prepared, fellas. Be prepared. Be prepared. You must be prepared. Leaflets, flyers, whatever it is. You got to have documents to back up what you're trying to get across, or what you're trying to enlighten people to, or what you're selling. Okay. Engage your audience by speaking clear and confidently. You got to know what you're talking about when you're talking about it, fellas. Make sure that you study up and down, and that if you're going to be a salesperson, no matter what it is, you got to be the master salesman, and you got to understand that the audience need to be clear about what they're getting and clear about what they're purchasing. Okay, let's keep moving. Budget and money management. Now, fellas, this is something that we really have to work on as men. We really need to make sure that we understand how to save. We got to understand how to make sure that we allocate our paper. If you don't understand where your paper is supposed to go, and if you're not using a system to manage your money, if you spending more money than you making, you always gonna be behind. If you're saving a little bit of money, you're going to have savings. Gentlemen, you already know if you're doing good with that. If not, budget yourself out, make your chart similar as such, and put your money where it's supposed to go, and save, even if it's just a little bit of money, save a little bit of money, because a little bit add up after a while. You follow what I'm saying? A little bit adds up after a while. Find out where you can cut corners, where you can save money, where, carpool, make your lunch, do little things that's going to save you money, because it's the money that you save is your money. Nobody else going to save it for you. Okay. Let's keep social media, pros and cons, Facebook, friends and family. That's a thing right there, man. A lot of times what people don't know is that if you're not a blue collar worker, I mean, you can even be a blue collar worker, but if you're a person that want to work in industries where the high tech industries, your Facebook and your family and friends could be a breaker for you. It could be a con. Okay. If you going through a lot of stuff that they can see and you posting it on social media, it can be a deal breaker for you with further employment. Okay, people that got canceled for stuff that they said on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So that is a con. Number two, networking. Networking is a pro. If you use social media for promotion and networking, that is a total pro. There's no con there. All we doing is going to use it to push our business forward. We're going to use it to promote our fellow friends' businesses. We're going to use it to promote us as a person, to promote our brand. We're going to use the networking part of social media. That should be your main focus when you go look at social media. It shouldn't be just for purely for entertainment. If you being purely entertained on social media, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, you're not in there getting it in like you're supposed to be. All right, let's keep moving. Telling personal business. Telling personal business. That is not a good thing. That is not a good thing because personal business will follow you. Personal business will follow you. Okay, I skipped over one. Let me go back. Not selling a service. If you're not selling a service on social media, you're doing yourself, or not promoting somebody else's service that they're selling, you're doing yourself a terrible disservice. And not only you're doing a disservice to your family and your friends who's trying to get themselves off the ground. Make sure that you always sell some type of service. If you know how to type, sell your typing skills. Some people, you know how to do resumes, sell that. Make sure that you got a way that you pushing out on the internet. That not selling a service will disservice you in the long run. Okay. And let's keep moving. Finding like-minded people. The internet should be for you really, really finding people that's going in your direction. It's not just about finding your friends and liking your friends from high school and liking your friends from, you know, college and all that. That's fine. But you need to be trying to find people that's in your lane that can enhance you and your build and help you build your skills, help you broaden your business. People that are enlightened in the subject that you're trying to be familiar with. Um, Social media is a chance for you to actually meet the people that you really would like to talk to. I mean, famous people. A lot of people I have hit certain people on social media and they hit me right back. I never would have thought they would have answered back, but the people answered right back. So social media can be used in a number of ways that's going to help you if you use it correctly. Okay. Now let's keep moving on. We got to come on. We out. Okay. Timeline analytics for men. Now, gentlemen, this is very, very, very important right here. They didn't give us this when we was coming up. We had no, see, as the brothers in the hood, they didn't really give us the timeline breakdown on what we should be doing in the times that we should be doing it. So Brother Love took it upon himself to go and give you my own personal breakdown of what you should be doing and when you should be doing it. Now, this ain't nothing this ain't in stone. Every man is different. Everybody blossom differently. So don't just say this ain't right. I'm just saying I'm giving this is a roundabout what you should be doing, young brothers. This is aimed toward the more the young brothers. You know, a lot of us we didn't already age past this, but this is for the younger brothers that's gonna watch this video. You need to understand that 17 to 21, you should be graduated depending on your birthday. You might have graduated at 17, you might have graduated at 18. No problem. Either way it goes, 17 to 21, you should be in trade schools or gaining higher education, fellas. You should be trying to cram as much information into your mind. 17 through 21, you need to go back and you need to go to your trade school, learn how to weld, learn how to do a couple of things, culinary, whatever it is. Learn that while you're 17 through 21. 22 through 27, you're on different jobs, you're trying jobs, you're gaining career experience. You might have tried working here, you didn't like that. You tried over here, you didn't like that. You got to try a few things to see what you're good at. A lot of times we go to school, we get education, and we do not fall into the careers that we study for. That's okay. Understand that most people that went to college did not fall into the field that they study for in college. So don't worry about that. 28 through 35. You need to be finding your purpose now. You've had 22 to 27 to try a few different things. 28 through 35, you better be finding your purpose. You better be finding your purpose. You need to be on your purpose, finding out whatever it is. You better get immersed into it. Hopefully you did it maybe you found your purpose at 21. Maybe you didn't. But at least by 28, as according to the timeline analytics for men, you need to be on looking or finding your purpose, or hopefully found it by 28 through 35. Okay. 35 through 36 through 45. Work as hard as you can to get ahead of yourself. You got to go dig down, and stack it up, gentlemen. You must stack your bread up. You have to stack your paper up. You got to go on one. You have to go on one. At the same time, people will be looking at you to see where you're headed. People will be evaluating you as a man, because if you don't have it by 36, if you're still a bum, if you still at your mom's house, if you still laying on the couch at 36, you will be evaluated as such. Okay? Please don't be 45 at home with your mom. Please don't be. You will be evaluated as such. Okay? But let's just say that we're doing everything that we're supposed to do. 45 to 65, you're supposed to continue working to secure yourself for retirement, fellas. Young guys, this is your timeline. This is your timeline right here, young guys. Take a look at it. Take a picture of it. Screenshot it. This is a time. This is your timeline, fellas. It's not 100% accurate, but it's a roundabout so you can understand where you should be by the time and your age. Okay, let's keep moving. I knew you knew I was going to get to this part, right? I had to get to this part. When picking the lady in your life, fellas. Let me say that one more time. When picking the lady in your life, fellas, what we going to do, number one, we're going to research the type of relationship that you want to be in and be honest with yourself, fellas. You got to think about what type of relationship that you want. What type of relationship? Do you want an open relationship? Do you want a girl? Do you want to have babies? Do you want to have kids? Do you want a woman to help? You need to figure out, gentlemen, what type of relationship do you want? If you don't want a relationship, you need to figure that out. Let's hope that you guys do. Figure out what type do you want. Do you want a woman that's going to listen to you? Do you want a woman that's going to lead you? Do you want a woman that's going to follow you? Figure out what type of relationship do you want so you can understand what you need to be pursuing, okay? Number two, be the architect of the relationship that you want, okay? Be the architect of the relationship that you want to find. And then find the women that support your vision, fellas. You must, if you're not going to be happy, gentlemen, if you're not in front of what it is that make you happy and what you want and your vision of happiness. You will not be happy if you don't have that vision. If you don't know it, you can't tell her. If you don't know it, you can't tell her. Okay, so find out what it is that you want, man. Design the relationship. Be the architect of the relationship that you want. That way you will be happy, gentlemen. Okay. Next thing, build. This is big right here, man. Build a bond. Build a bond of trust along with love and understanding toward the same goals and outcomes, fellas. If you want real, you got to be real. If you want bullshit, you're going to bullshit. Just believe, if you bullshit, you're going to get bullshit, gentlemen. We're not going to be able to blame these ladies. We're not going to be able to blame the world for your life, man. You're going to have to be the architect and build what you want to have. You have to be able to see a project before and finish it through. Your life is a project. You got to see how you want it, and you got to live it through. Sooner or later, you're going to have to bond with a woman that's going to help you, that's going to see your vision, that's going to make life easier for you. She's going to pick up and do things in places that you never knew that they needed to be done. Okay? Finally, live, love, and enjoy life to the fullest with the woman who deserves to be on your side, with the woman that deserves to be your woman. They will show themselves, gentlemen. You won't have to look. You won't have to look. Brother Love is telling you. When you looking around, you won't find what you're looking for. When you stop looking, a lot of times it's right there. A lot of times it's right there, gentlemen. It's right there, okay? Let's move on to the next slide. 5 signs that she's the one. This is my favorite right here. 5 signs, gentlemen. And we done after this Brotherluvshow. I just wanted to do this quick presentation for you, though. Number 1, real quick. She will be empathetic, fellas. She will be empathetic. You look for that. You look for a woman that cares about how you feel. A woman that don't care about how you feel will show you so fast. She don't give a she don't care what you want to see on TV. She don't care about what you want. Nothing. She don't care. She's not empathetic to you, bro. Make sure that she is empathetic and that she listen to understand. Number 2, she's feminine. Feminine is the most sexiest thing on the planet. A woman do not have to be beautiful to be feminine. Let me say that again. A woman does not have to be beautiful to be feminine. Let that sink in for a second, all right? Number 3, she has high levels of agreeableness. Fellas, you need to be looking for this real, because that really should have been number 1, fellas. I really should have did that number 1, because if she doesn't have high level of agreeableness, it'll be hard to live with her. She won't agree with nothing. You won't salad. She won't something else. She's never going to agree with you. You fellas, look for women that has a high level of agreeableness. Understand, a woman that does not trip over trivial, frivolous things. She does not trip over little stuff. You need a woman that don't care about little petty stuff. She's happy just to be with you. She don't mind the game being on. She don't mind you watching. She don't mind that. Watch that. You looking for high levels of agreeableness. Okay, fellas? Next in line, number 4. She will be consistent. She won't not call you just to see if you'll call her. She won't play those type of games. She won't be worried about if you're chasing her. You know what I mean? She won't need you to overly massage her ego. She won't need that. She'll be consistent with the love that she has for you. She'll be consistent with her concern that she has for you. That's what we're looking for. A woman who concerned if you had dinner today, gentlemen. A woman that's concerned how you feeling. A woman that's concerned if your back hurt, if your feet hurt. That's the woman that we're supposed to be concerned with, okay, fella? Moving on to the next one. She will be fit and attractive. You see how I put that last? I put that last on purpose. Because the women think that just being fit and attractive is number 1, and that means they don't have to be 2, 3, and 4. That's why I put that last. You know, you need a woman that's conscious about her weight, that's conscious about how she looks, and she's conscious about how she represents you, gentlemen. Think about what I'm saying right there, man. Get in there, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Tap the like button, share. Man, let me know if I needed to add something to this presentation, man. I am your host, Brother Love. To the next time. Peace.